Peace and blessings, family. It's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC, Lions Den Broadcasting Community. Shout out to the Louisiana All-American Sports Network. And shout out to the greatest university in the world, the Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars. Before I even get deep into this video, I want to give a major shout out to Willie Bolden II. You know, I met him as I was leaving out of A.W. Mumford Stadium. You know, I appreciate him. He's one of the huge supporters of this channel. Also made the shout out to Coach Kevin Walker. He another one, as I was doing my post-game reaction, he walked up on me. So, man, I appreciate everybody that's been showing love, that constantly follows my channel, that constantly watches all my Southern University content. And I'll say for at least every home game this season at A.W. Mumford Stadium, people just feel at least 2 people have come up to me and say, Coach, we appreciate the good work you're doing. We appreciate your content. We appreciate you shedding the spotlight on Southern University. Like, keep on grinding, keep doing good work. We appreciate you. We love your content. And for all of those people, you know, I just want to give all of these people a special thank you for all my, like, constant supporters, like Blackwater Bayou, you know, Teldrin Leathers, like all the individuals that just constantly support my channel, active in the comment section, you know, that's a part of this family and this community that I've built in terms of support Southern University football. I just want y'all to know y'all greatly valued and greatly appreciated. But, you know, on to the game itself. If Senior would have been living, he would have been highly upset because we missed kickoff. And we didn't miss kickoff by a couple of minutes. Like, we missed kickoff significantly. When the game started, like, we literally was walking around the side behind the scoreboard at A.W. Mumford Stadium. And, you know, the tickets are digital, got the tickets, walked in the game. You know, just things were kind of a little bit off. That's why I say if Senior could see us, he'll be rolling over in his grave like, hey, I can't believe they went to this game this late. But, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, Southern got the ball first. And, of course, Jalen Woods was starting quarterback. Like I said, should be the case. He was starting quarterback. You know, I think they got a couple first downs or whatever. Because I was in the stadium, but I wasn't in the stands. And they ended up punting the ball. UAPB went down the field, kicked a field goal. And again, Southern got the ball. I think they moved a little bit, didn't do much. UAPB went down the field and kicked another field goal. So they're up 6-0. So by the time Southern gets their third possession, we got all our concessions and everything straight and squared away. And we finally make it into the stadium. And Southern gets the ball and it goes down the field and they scored a touchdown. Of course, you know, the matriarch of our family, it's our birthday today. So that's why this post-game reaction, even though the game ended a good while ago, you know, after the game, we went eat out. So that's why this, you know, post-game reaction is delayed considerably. But, you know, I guess she was kind of saying like, hey, maybe they waited until we got in the stands before they scored. So, you know, they went up 7-6. UAPB didn't do much with the ball. Then Southern got the ball back, went down the field, scored again. And for the most part, Southern was looking better offensively than they was looking the first couple of drives that we missed. They were sharper. They seemed to kind of dial in and lock in after that point. The thing that kind of like aggravated me, irritated me just a little bit at the end of the first half. Southern got the ball. They went down the field. They got down to the red zone. I think they might have been 10, 15-yard line, whatever the case may be. You know, instead of, I think you called your final timeout. You have 12 seconds left on the clock. In terms of, like, from a clock management, game management standpoint, I really didn't blame Jalen Woods for this. I blame more Mark Frederick. Because if you're going to call a play, you have to have your quarterback understand, like, hey, If we throw the ball, either you got to make certain the receiver gets out of bounds, you throw it to the end zone, or we're just going to kick the field goal. So Southern what they ended up doing was they ended up throwing like a crossing route, and he ended up getting tackled in bounds. And the first half ended. And for the most part, in terms of like the scoring summary, it wasn't like really, even though Southern won 31-9. Southern won 31-9. It wasn't an overly dominant performance because of the level of competition and opposition you face. But at the same token, I was pleasantly pleased with the way they performed. It was a rock solid performance. Not a whole lot happened. They ended up kicking the field goal with Joshua Griffin. He initially missed the field goal. Then UAPB, I think they had illegal substitution. Whatever they had, whatever the issue was, I think illegal formation, whatever. Joshua Griffin was able to kick it again, and he made the field goal. So now at this point, Southern is up, 17-6. And for the most part, it was pretty, uneventful from the standpoint of, Southern just kind of handled business. Willie Miles had a huge scoop and score. He got on to like the 1-2. I think UAPB quarterback fumbled, and he ended up picking it up. He ended up getting down like the 1 to 2 yard line, and they horse collared him. They pulled him down from behind. I thought he was tackled, and he ended up still staying on his feet and scoring. Southern scored another touchdown. And, for the most part, UAPB, like on a third and whatever, it was, the quarterback was about to get sacked, but some kind of way he escaped, and he just pitched it forward to his receiver who was in the flats, and he had a long run. He got down to the red zone, but Southern defense held, and they ended up settling for a field goal. And like I said, Southern ended up scoring again. So the final score ended up being 31-9. It wasn't an overly dominant performance, when you consider the level of competition and opposition you face. But also, it was a rock-solid performance. At times, they lack focus. One thing I noticed defensively, one of the issues Southern have is if a team, throws, quick, short passes, especially if you have like a lot of timing routes in terms of like speed outs, comebacks, curls. At times Southern DBs play off. So all you got to do is run to the sticks, turn around, catch the ball like they did last week against Bethune. Even this week, they just was kind of giving up, some plays in the passing game, like 7, 8 yards at a time. So for the most part, I think my biggest concern defensively is when Kelby Gibbons and Davin Cotton and Willie Miles and, your guys up front aren't able to get to the quarterback, and he gets rid of the ball timely and quickly and goes through his progression quick and get rid of the ball quick. I think the DBs kind of struggled. Rodney Johnson, he's kind of been nicked up. So for the most part, I think that's the biggest concern defensively. I think offensively, I think play calling kind of is what it is. But, I think Jalen Woods kind of solidified the position. But even him, I think he could be a little bit more consistent. But more than anything, I think, part of the issue tonight was the level of competition they were facing. I don't think they were locked in and dialed in and focused the entire game. But once they really got the running game going and they locked in and dialed in, I was very impressed. But I think the thing that I found most impressive from a coach's standpoint is at the end of the game, the 6-minute offense was boom. It was on point from the standpoint of, you playing with house money, you have a good lead, and, you're up 31-9, and basically Jalen Woods was able to dry the clock out, bleed the clock all the way down to 1 second left, snap the ball, you hand the ball off to Kendrick Grimes or the Kobe Dillon or C.J. Russell, and they were able to gash him for 5, 6 yards at a time. And the 6-minute offense, I was very impressed and very pleased with it. It was kind of opposite end of the spectrum when you look at the end of the first half, how it was poor game management, poor clock management, and you didn't end up at least getting a field goal attempt to end the first half. At the end of the game, you did the opposite in terms of just being able to just bleed the clock down and just wear them out, just keep pounding the rock. At the end, Joshua Griffin, he ended up missing a field goal, at least the earlier field goal. They had a penalty, you were able to kick it again and make it. He missed that field goal. And I think the thing with him is he has NFL caliber leg strength. The only question is, does he have NFL level accuracy is the thing. He inconsistent from a kicking standpoint. I think he has the leg strength to play in the NFL, but I don't know if he has the accuracy and consistency. I think that's the biggest concern, the biggest issue with him. But for the most part, at the end of the game, it was kind of, the game wasn't in question from the standpoint of, like last week, it was a close game. They could have lost. But this week, once they locked in, they dialed in, they focused. The game was well in hand. But that's it for this video. Once more again, I want to thank everyone that came up to me during the course of the season. Because like I said, at least 2 people every home game at A.W. Mumford Stadium, Peterson Field, came up to me, showed me love, told me how you appreciate my content, appreciate my videos. I appreciate y'all to the fullest, to the highest. Y'all greatly value, greatly appreciate it. But that's it for this video. If you find any value in this video, please like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. Also, click the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime I post any new videos. I think my subscriber count is up to like 433 subscribers. So, if you have a friend that loves Southern University football the way I do, share the channel, tell them to subscribe. We're just trying to get to 500 before the Classic. If not, then, it kind of is what it is. And in addition to that, go check out my brother channel, Jared Love and Green, 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, Southern Baller Show. Go check him out. Go also check out my other brother, Brent Fox. He has a show called It's Just Me starring Brent Fox. Also, go check out my brother, 7A Sports TV. He has 2 channels. His primary channel is 7A Sports TV. His backup channel is LDBC General. If you're into boxing like I am, go check out both of those channels. And lastly, if you're a fan of The Wire, the way I am a fan of The Wire, look at this morning's live stream with myself, my brothers, 7A Sports TV and Jared 11 Green. We broke down episode 1, season 1 of The Wire, The Target. Go check out our Wire recap. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed my content just in general. If you have not done so already, go check out my quick post-game reaction, starring Coach Kevin Walker and myself. And also, go check out, if you didn't catch the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight from last night, go check out my post-fight reaction to that. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. You have a blessed, phenomenal weekend. Peace and blessings.